We are building the Wordle project from the WiByte Python curriculum available at www.wibyte.in. In the previous video, we saw how we could use the global keyword on this variable called guessNum, telling the interpreter that this refers to the global variable defined here and allowing us to modify this inside the function. Now, this was important because with this, we ensured that every subsequent guess went on a new row. In this video, we're going to take a slight detour, just take a little bit more understanding on the variable scopes once again, and understand the role of global statement a little bit more clearly. Let's first start with the basic rules that apply. Remember, variables defined inside a function are always local to that function. We have seen this before. For example, in the secret messages project, we defined lots and lots of functions with their own variables. Even though the names were same, it did not matter because for every function, the variable was always local. Let's see this also with this very simple example. Let's say I have a function def sum abc. I do temp is a plus b. Final temp is say temp plus c. If I return final, that's my value of d. So I can print d, that's okay. If I run this, for example, it prints d equals to 7 because 1 plus 2 plus 4 is indeed 7. But if I try printing, let's say, temp is equal to, let's say, temp, that is going to give me problem because outside this function, remember temp is inside this function, outside the function, the variable is not available. Temp was completely local to this. Again, we have seen this before. Variables defined outside the function are global and they can be used inside functions. In fact, again, we have seen this before. Let's take an example from here and then we'll go back to Wordle and see how we were actually using it. Let's say I have another variable here called, let's say, so I just call it, say, base and call it, say, 10. And I say, look, temp is equal to, inside the function, I say base plus, say, a plus b. Now, notice here, this is very interesting. What's going on now is that I've defined base outside the function, which means base is actually global. I am able to use it inside the function comfortably with its value being retained as it. So when I run this code, I guess d equals to 17. That's fine because I was able to use base inside this function. Temp, of course, is still giving me an error and we will see how to fix this later because temp is still a local variable. In fact, we saw this working in the Wordle project development itself. When I had a guess num being defined outside the function, I could comfortably use it inside the function so long as I was not modifying it, because the variable defined outside is always available inside the function so long as we don't modify it. However, if I do want to change the value of a global variable inside a function, we need to add the global keyword, and that's what we saw, for example, in Wordle. There was a global variable available. I wanted to change its value. This was important to me because I wanted to make sure that every new guess goes to a new row, and hence I needed to define this as a global variable. So it tells the interpreter, look, I'm talking of this variable here and that allows me to change it. We can see this again here. Let's say I define base is 10. Now inside this function, say I want to define, let's say, say I want to modify the value of this base and I want to do, say, base is equal to base plus 10. Now, if I were to just do this, it's going to run me into an error because when the interpreter sees this statement, it doesn't know what base is. It says local variable reference before assignment. However, I just need to tell the interpreter, look, I'm talking of the same base that is outside. So I just give it a global keyword and that then becomes okay. Now, this is actually very interesting. When I do this, of course, D is 27. That's because 10 has been added to the sum. Temp is still not defined, but I can see what base is and I say print, let's say base is equal to, and over here say base. Now when I do this, notice base has become 20 because the base was 10 over here, and the fact that I use a global keyword allowed me to modify it. In fact, I modified it by adding 10. Hence, base in the global scope has now also become 20. Now, at this point, an interesting question comes up. What happens if I did not define, let's say, base is as global? Let's say I just said base is equal to, say, 20 over here. Now, this is not going to give me an error because base is being defined. However, interesting to notice the value of base after this code. Remember, base in this is still 10 because this base over here has become different from the global base, because this in line number 4 is actually a local variable. Inside the function, it became 20. Hence, I returned the value of 27. However, outside the function, I still go with this base because these two have no connection. The connection gets created if I define global. I hope this part is clear. In fact, this is the reason why I can't, say guess num is 0 outside the function. And let's say I define, say, guess num is equal to 0 inside the function as well. Now, these two, this will not work because, again, the global variable has no connection to the local variable. We are dealing squarely here with the local variable. In fact, we saw this before, but let's see this once again. This won't work. So the solution is not to do this. In fact, I'll just go back to my original code. I call it global. Now, global, in fact, has another interesting implication, which is that for a variable that is created inside a function, fundamentally local, I can use the global keyword to make it accessible outside the function as well. Now, this is interesting. Let's see this with an example. Let's say, so notice here we have been getting the error when I try to print temp because temp is local to this function. However, let's say I did global, say, temp. Now, notice the moment I do this, this error in fact disappears. I will have temp available to me and temp happens to be 23. That, in fact, I can now use temp inside another function as well. Let's say I defined a new function, say def, say mult with an input of m. And what I want to do is that I want to just return, for example, say temp times m. Now, in usual case, if I did not have temp being global, this would cause me an error because this function wouldn't know what temp means. And we can try this. In fact, if I did, let's say, x is equal to mult, for example, say 2. So basically, I want to multiply temp by 2. This is just a. Now, when I run this code, I get an error. Notice it is inside the function on line number 12. It doesn't know what temp means. But the moment I make my temp global, in fact, any function is able to access it. So this will now work. We can in fact see this. Let's say, so we can also print, for example, x, say x equals, comma x. Now, when I run this code now, this will all be fine. So the d is 27, base is 10 because base is still referring to the global variable here. Temp is 23. Temp is now a global variable. Hence, I could use it inside the mult as well. And I got an answer of 46 because I had asked mult of 2. So 23 times 2 is indeed 46. That is the value of x. Now, these are very, very, very important concepts. Make sure you understand them, practice them, make examples of your own. Try to do this. Keep in mind these basic 4 rules because they always work. I hope you found this interesting. In general, if you think learning programming by building activities is your cup of tea, look at our website www.wibyte.in because we have many, many, many such activities through which you can learn Python programming in a fun way. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.